Okay, so I'm taking a walk. It's Thursday around 10 a.m. and I just came to think of a word, or it's really three words in Swedish that is spelled the same but really very different. So the spelling is H-A-L-T, and it's the word for slippery, like the ground that I'm walking on, which is pronounced halt. And then we have I don't know the English word for it, but like if you're limping, that's halt. And then we have halt halt, like stop. So this area is one of my favorite places. It's quite near where I grew up, and I was just walking here thinking, I don't think we have beavers right here, because there's a lot of beavers in this part of Sweden. And I came across this and I was like, okay, yeah, we have beavers. But I don't think they're wanted in this specific area, because this little kinda lake is it's a natural lake once upon a time, but now it is a part of a bigger system of like pools for cleaning water that, you know, rainwater that goes into these drains and then they come here. So these beds or pools are filled with plants and all sorts of things to clean the water in a natural way. And so beavers are, I don't think, is a part of that plan, but it is like a kind of a bird conservation place. There are these signs. I'm not gonna show the signs because I'm not gonna dox myself, but there are these signs that say which kind of birds live here, and yeah, a little bit about the area. And there's a smell here now that it's winter, and it's not, the water isn't flowing as well, because when I was here last the water was flowing freely, and now it's not. I'm just closing in on a small bridge where I can stand and show you a little more. So yeah, so let's see, I'm gonna go here. I'm trying to do another sign of unwanted beavers. So okay, oh, the water is actually flowing a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, there's ice here now, and it was flowing freely when I was here last. It hasn't snowed that much, but it's been cold for like a week or and a half now, so it's like the damp in the air is freezing and falling, something like that, but it hasn't really snowed properly yet. Okay, so now I have reached an area that I think the municipality people have decided it's gonna be like a part for children to play in the woods. So I'm gonna show you a little bit. They made these. This is wood that is carved, so they can play with these. There's something over there as well, and then kids can build these little, I don't know what you call them in English, and then sit here and have a picnic. And here is an owl, and if I go a little bit over here, I would have loved this as a kid, like hiding below the canopy of these trees would have been amazing. So over here there is, oh, over there there are something else. I think it's a pine cone and a squirrel. And here is another squirrel, I think. Let's say hi. Hi, little squirrel. And then there's a pine cone. And here is the water. So yeah, it's quite close to the water. And I know that like daycare facilities with small children come here and have like, yeah, they come here and play and eat outside when the weather allows. And you know, Swedes, we get out and about all year round. So this afternoon, if the weather is like this, maybe there will be kids here. And yeah, this was not here when I grew up. This was even thicker. The woods were even thicker, and it wasn't this well maintained, I would say. But yeah. Oh, here's another one. The bum sticking out. I think it's supposed to be like a rat or something. And then there's some more pine cones. So just it's a nice idea, I think. It's a really nice idea. So yeah. And there are I saw some of those like life raft things. So if someone comes and you know ends up in the water, then you can pull them up with that. It's a nice walk. I'm gonna head home now. Okay, I'm gonna have a workout and a shower, and then we will be back and we will have some fika, light some candles, open the next book package. See you soon. Okay, hi everyone. I'm gonna go get some matches. I don't know why I keep moving them when there's so many opportunities to light a candle this time of year. So we are here to celebrate Sunwait, and I'm gonna start by, or I'm here to celebrate Sunwait and to share some books with you. So I'm gonna start by lighting the candles. We're gonna light 3 candles today. Yeah, we are. Okay, so let's start with Ur or Urus. So this is what it looked like before, because when I light it, the rune isn't really visible that much anymore. So let's place it there. So yeah, my setup, still this, and then Thurisas, looks like this. And then we have Us or Ansus, looks like this. Trying to not use too many matches. Wonderful. I'm gonna push them a little bit further away. Kinda in line with the camera, but not too close to the camera. And yeah, where do we start? So I think I will start with a little book haul that I made a few days ago. I have been taking a walk every day, enjoying the winter landscape. And a few days ago, where are they? Here they are. A few days ago, that walk took me by one of the secondhand stores that I enjoy, and I found 3 books. So this one is the first one. It's the third book in the #1 Ladies Detective Agency series by Alexander McCall Smith. Yeah, that's his name. I have read the first one, and I own the second one, and I own some more, like random, but I want to read them in order, and they are very easy to get a hold of at secondhand stores, like one there, one here, etc. So we'll see how many I can collect, because I did enjoy the first one. So yeah, it's about 222 pages. We'll see what I think about it. The English name for this one, the original I guess, is, the original title is Morality for Beautiful Girls. And then I found, this is the first book in a series, and it sounds like something I would like. It's called Norrsken, or Northern Lights, by Frida Skybeck. It's in Swedish. This one is in Swedish as well, as you can see. And it says on the back, let me translate a bit for you. A gripping tale of love, sisterhood, and being a woman in the 1800s. And then it says, when Cecilia Stjernfors returns to the manor of Rosenlund, she's changed. Where she's been and what she's done is not to be spoken of. Only her parents and Cecilia herself knows the truth. She pulls away from her younger sisters, writing and dreaming about being a writer. She has never fit into the mold of how a young, what's the word in English? Well, how a young lady should behave, and now there's no doubt that she is a disappointment for her parents and the family. And then there's some more, but this is the first part in a trilogy, so if I like it, I can maybe find the rest in secondhand stores. If I don't like it, it was just 10 crowns, and I will just give it back to where I bought it. And you know, yeah. And it's falling a little bit apart. I don't know if this is like, I don't know who put this here. If it's the original cover that's coming loose. Who knows? And then I found this book that I've been wanting to read more, by Paulo Coelho. This is the Valkyries. I presume that that's the name in English as well, because the Swedish name is Valkyriorna, and that's the Valkyries, and the name in the original language seemed to be the same, because it is... Oh, where is it? As Valkyrias. So, Valkyries, I think. When you love, the world changes. There's only one thing that can hinder us from making a reality out of our dreams, our own fears. The Valkyries is about a man that will want to change his life. He dreams about traveling to the Mojave Desert to search for his guardian angel. Paulo knows that the desert isn't as dry and fruitless as it seems, and that it will take him to unexpected meetings, just as Paulo's master Jay predicted. In the scorching desert, Paulo is confronted with his past. So I don't know if this is like... I don't think it's like a memoir. It's just one of the first books that he read. And it's also quite short. So it's only 190 something pages. This one, I think it's 300? Yeah, 315 pages. So, yeah. 3 finds of the week. And then I want to talk about what I have finished since last Thursday. And I also gonna have a smell of my tea. It's a yogi tea. I don't know how international that company is, but it's their Christmas blend. And I drank it a lot last year, and this is my first cup of this year. Yeah, It's okay. Doesn't taste as much as I remember. Anyway, so last week in my book package I got this one, Turtle Diary by Russell Hoban, and you might remember I cried when I opened it. And I have annotated a bit. Well, I haven't written in it, but I have tabbed a lot of good quotes and that sort of thing. And this was just as wonderful as I had hoped. It is a 5-star from me. I really enjoyed the writing style. I really enjoyed everything about it. So I don't know why I thought that this was going to be from a turtle's perspective when it is a diary about people helping turtles. So, kind of surprised by that, even though the back clearly says that it's a story of 3 people. So, not necessarily the turtles, but the turtles are 3 as well. So, if you don't know what this is, it is a charming and calm tale about 3 people that is united in one decision to free the big, fascinating sea turtles from the London Zoo. Around this simple intrigue, the author has, with a great knowledge of the human mind and a great deal of warmth, written a pure and clear novel about the big questions of life that is a part of everyone's life. So yeah, it has apparently been filmed, and I want to see that. I want to watch that. So this was really, yeah, I really ate this up. I read a little bit the Thursday last week, and then I read most of it Friday, and then I read the rest Saturday, and I just zoot through it. I really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend. I enjoyed the people, I enjoyed the writing style, and it's so rare for me to really enjoy the writing style this much in simple novels. And even, I don't know if you would call this a novella because it's so short. No, it's over 200 pages, so in this edition, so 5 stars. So that's good. And then the past week I have also read this one, and the Swedish title is Kirke, and it's by Madeline Miller. And maybe you can understand what this book is in English. It's Circe. And it was so funny when me and my dad were talking about this. I think I told you already that we thought we talked about 2 different books until we understood that the name is just like in different languages. So I don't know what it is in Greek. I have no idea. I had been meaning to look that up, but I haven't so far. So this is a story that is inspired by Greek mythology, and there's a lot of gods and goddesses, and maybe is it a retelling? Is that what it is? So it says Kirke, or Circe, is the first witch in literature, a woman with more power than the community deemed appropriate. She was the goddess that seduced Odysseus with spells and turned his men to swines. So funny. It's a powerful and timeless tale for adults about a woman's struggle for survival and freedom. And I really enjoyed this. This is what I want out of a retelling, or out of any book with Greek mythology as a base of it. So I gave this a 5 star as well, because I ate this up. So it took me 4 days maybe, and I have no notes. It's like that. I have no notes, and I think I don't want to say too much, but I really enjoyed it. I don't want to say too much about the story of it, because it's basically, we follow Kirke from Circe from being born in the beginning of the book as a daughter of Helios, the god of the sun, or the sun god. and then she grows up in his halls, and then eventually she kind of defies him, and she is exiled onto an island, and so she can never leave, but people can come visit, and the other gods also sends their daughters there to kind of mess with her, I guess, but she doesn't really mind. So when she sets some base rules, just saying. And then there are sailors coming there, and she turns them to swine because they are not nice. So she turns them to swine. She does more than that, but yeah, I'm gonna leave some for everyone that wanna read this. Really enjoy this one. So I don't know if there are more books by her. I think there has to be, because I read the Song of Achilles and now I read this one. So I'm gonna look that up for the new year maybe. So 2 5 stars this week. Choo choo. Amazing. And before I go into my current read, I am gonna show you this. This is a gingerbread muffin. Amazing. I really enjoy this. So I'm gonna have that with my tea in a little while. First we're gonna talk about my current reads. So I have 2 current reads, and one is the same as last, and I haven't gotten that much further into it because I've been focusing on my 5-star reads. But I have read the end of the chapter. No, I haven't. No, I have 1 story left for the end of the chapter. Oh, like 10 pages before I finish chapter. Oh, is it 2? Yeah, it's only the 2nd chapter. But my goal is to read chapter 3 and 4 for the coming week until next Thursday, because I'm not that far in, and I want to and I have to finish it in December for my book club. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because I talked a bunch about it last time and I haven't gotten like that much further. There's not really much to say. Still reading it. And then before I started Cersei or Kirke, I started this one, but then I realized that the big book was due tomorrow, so I wanted to finish that first, so I kind of put this on hold, and now I have recently today picked it up again, and I've only read I read 1 chapter before I picked up Cersei, and now I have read this bit more. So, haven't gotten that far into it. It is What Feasts at Night, the 2nd book in the Sworn Soldier series by T. Kingfisher. And it says, enter a cold, silent forest and find out what feasts at night in this new gothic tale. So, wrong side. Your mother never wanted your father to tell the old stories to you children. Said it would give you nightmares, but you of all people know there are things real and uncanny alike that we ought to fear in order to survive. So in this book, okay, so it says, after their terrifying ordeal at the Usher Manor, Alex Easton feels as if they just survived another war. All they crave is rest, routine, and sunshine, but instead, as a favor to Angus and Miss Potter, they find themselves heading to their family hunting lodge deep in the cold, damp forest of their home country, Galatia. And I have come as far as they have entered the lodge, trying to kind of clean it up and look for the caretaker that seems to be missing. That's how far I've gotten with this one, so I will talk more about that next week. And then that's my current read. Okay, so I've talked about all of the books except for the one I'm gonna open. So I'm gonna open this one. Yay! So, I'm like a child. I'm like a child. My inner child is so happy right now opening this book. And knowing that my partner wrapped them for me, picked them and wrapped them, even though he picked among my books, and there shouldn't be any surprises. I'm still so happy. I'm really letting my inner child have a moment here. So let's see. I haven't talked about Sunwait, but I feel like I've done that for 2 or 3, like last week and the week before, and then I did it in another video when we were setting this up, and then I have one video on my other channel that I will link somewhere here, I think. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do it on my lap, just on my own for myself. I need to show you. I don't know what this is. I think it's purple. I don't know what books I own that are purple, because I'm watching the back of the book. Like, I haven't seen much yet, so let's see. No. Paulo Coelho. Oh, okay, so this is my last find at the this. No, it's not from the, yeah, it's from the same secondhand bookstore. Okay, so the original title is I don't know Portuguese. Namargem do Rio Piedra Sente e Chorei. So the Swedish is Vid floden Piedra satte jag mig ner och grät. And the English translation of that is the best I can give you, and that is, by the river Piedra I sat down and cried. So, and it only says here, like, by the author of The World's Successful Alchemist. So, let's see what this is about. A magical story of 2 young lovers and their struggle to find love and the meaning of life. She is a modern young woman that has been taught to control her emotions and see rationally on life. He is a man that can do wonders and have... What does it say? Oh, he's become a part of the religious world, and it has become a charismatic spiritual leader. During childhood they were inseparable, but during their teen years they went separate ways, and when they now meet again after 11 years, there's a lot that separates them. Together they embark on a journey through the Pyrenees' magnificent landscape, and we get to follow them during this hard trek to find each other once again. They have to struggle against their own prejudices and fears, but during the journey they discover the secrets of the heart and the soul, and eventually their deep love of one another. And I think I really, when I bought this, I was drawn to the fact that we get to follow them on this hike or trek or journey, and all of those struggles that might give them, instead of just, you know, being a love story in a city or urban area, and it felt like it had depth, and I'm really looking forward to it. So it's only 219 pages. So I will read this after I have finished this one, because this is only 150 pages, I think. So I'm gonna finish this one first. Yeah, 151. And then, yeah, and then I'm gonna read this one. And tomorrow I'm going to the library to return Cersei and all of the other books that I have on my shelf that I showed you last week. So the only one I'm gonna keep is this, because I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I want to read it by tomorrow, and then I don't want to stress myself. I still have things to do today. I still have to celebrate Sunwait. Have to sounds like a chore, but it's lovely. I still have time. I still need to... However I say it in English, it just feels like a chore or a have to. Tonight I'm celebrating Sunwait with my patrons. So, yeah. I have that, and then I have some other things that I need to of work So I have just had something, I have had a workout, I had something to eat, and now I'm gonna have a little fika, maybe read more of this, or watch something, because I watched something on YouTube earlier, and I might continue and finish that. So yeah, I have some more things to do today. So but tomorrow I'm gonna go into the library and return. It's gonna be so heavy, guys. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Cersei. 6 books, and 5 of them are big chunkers. Because I'm not gonna keep Iron Gold. I don't want to read that right now. It's too thick, and I just read one based on Greek mythology, and I don't want to read that one. I'm not really keen on reading it now, but I think I will maybe pick it up later. It has grown on me, but I don't want to read it now. So what I'm talking about is the 4th book in the Red Rising series. So yeah, I'm gonna return that as well. And I have 2 books that are pending at the library, and if they don't ping in my phone until I'm going tomorrow, which they should, I'm not gonna pick up any books from the library. I don't think. I will let you know next week. So with that said, happy reading, happy Sunwait, and shingling!